We're pounding into the wind. We're heading for Coos Bay, where we'll have to go through the bar. There's lots of little fishing vessels around. We're going about 5 knots. We're gonna get there right as it starts to flood. We're just approaching the bar now. We've been in contact with the Coast Guard and the marina inside, so we just need to kind of get in there and really nail our things, make sure we're focused, and we should be able to get to that bar. Well,
due to hazardous bar conditions as of 10:27 a.m., the Coos Bay Bar has, in all areas, 4 to 6 foot rolling swells. Winds are from the north at 5 knots. Visibility is 3 nautical miles. Recreational boats less than or equal to 16 feet in length are not permitted to to boomer number 5 on the Coos Bay Bar because of unsafe conditions. All vessels are encouraged to have everyone on board wear a life jacket while crossing the bar. Commercial fishing vessels and inspected small passenger vessels are required to have all personnel on deck wear life jackets and have life jackets readily accessible to all personnel within the deck house. Inspected small passenger vessels with the Coast Guard approved bar crossing plans must follow their plans. Vessel operators are reminded that they are ultimately responsible for the safe operation and navigation of their vessel at all times. Break. This is the United States Coast Guard Station Coos Bay out.
So did we ever get a hold of the CBP Rome guy?
we're here in Charleston, Oregon. That's like the town that's closest to the entrance of the Coos Bay bar. And that's just a Coast Guard helicopter making noise. But it's a bit of a marina here with like a lot of vibrant fishing boats. And you know, the docks are full of people and such, which is exciting, you know. It's boring to pull up to a dock and there's nobody there, nothing's going on. But here there's definitely a lot going on. There's a big seafood processing plant or warehouse there. Some fishing boat rentals. Yeah, there's lots going on. I'll show you. I just walked around and I'm now on the breakwater on the outside of the dock. This is a clearly non-alcoholic beverage, and I'm trying to find out what the after hours rules are for this fuel dock, because we're just across from the fuel dock in this little passage at the entrance of the harbor, but we can't actually see the sign from where we are because it's quite small, and it's actually it's been quite a walk to get around here. So I'm gonna go see now what the rules are. There's one thing I've learned about this town already. It's that it is fishing obsessed. I was coming around to check on the situation at the diesel dock because they're closed all weekend, but there was some sort of after hours thing. And the thing is that there's a $125 fee for after hours fueling, which, I mean, we kind of want to get fuel tomorrow, so it might be worth it. Who knows? He also said that another boat was coming in at around 10 a.m. tomorrow, so he's gonna be in, so maybe we could fuel then. I'm unsure if that includes the fee or because someone's already or somebody is already paying the fee because they're there, or if we'll have to pay as well. Who knows? That's the bar crossing we came in today. And it doesn't look so bad from out here, but the swells coming in were quite something.
Victoria is too well. That is.
Other than warlocks, was a witch.
There is
Male witches.
Yeah, no, there's the whole. What's the?
Last night we went to a little bar and then had some drinks back on the boat. And the weather came in, the weather we were avoiding by coming into this harbor, and it was even more dramatic than we would have thought. We're very protected from the wind here, but the rain was super intense last night, and there was thunder and lightning, and there was we were hearing the thunder we weren't really seeing the lightning, and then the rain started pouring down with very dramatically above my cabin, because I'm right on the foredeck, so it comes down directly. And then I heard this big crash and lightning at the exact same time. And if you know anything about lightning and thunder, if they're at the exact same time, that means they're really close. And it was so loud that I think it must have been just in the water, like right next to our boat, or somewhere else in the harbor here. It was super intense, and we were planning to have another evening here. We just made the choice now. We had a casual morning, and we just looked at the weather again for this evening, and we were told, and we kind of surmised that we could have left in the morning, and we would have had until this evening before it got too windy. But tonight was supposed to be bad as well. But it looks like the new reports are saying that tonight is actually looking better. So, and about the same in terms of wind as tomorrow morning. So we have decided that we're going to leave this evening instead of tomorrow morning. And we're going to see if potentially this change can give us a route to get all the way around Cape Mendocino and towards San Francisco before the weather hits. And that would change from us going to Eureka first and having to stop there and wait out the weather there. So we might be able to get ahead of the weather if we leave tonight. So we'll still have the option to stop at Eureka if we can, but we decided we're gonna start pushing off sooner. And luckily there was a boat that came into the fuel dock, and it was just across from us, so we saw that the person was in, despite it being one of the days that they were closed. So we were able to pick up the diesel we needed for this rest of the trip, which is lucky because they were supposed to be closed until tomorrow morning, and that was one of the reasons we thought we should wait until tomorrow morning. The crew, enlightened by our new decision, has decided to do what I believe could be a controversial move and get some clam chowder right before heading out to sea for a sporty evening of sailing. Well, we'll see if it's a good plan. I'm one who, I don't eat a lot of seafood or meat, so I've decided I'm not gonna do it on this occasion, just in case I get sick. You don't really want to be vomiting that up over the side of the boat.
Now you have to start a stash of jacket.
But we can go without all these things that are on our list. There we go.